Shirtless Tony back to get on another vid. Uh, is today gonna be a good day, or is it shit about to get negative? Cause every vid seems like I got to go off, and another one live time to go off again, maybe. Who knows? Let's get into the vid. White stove. First of all, mediocre tutorial review. Shout out him. Go subscribe to me. Y'all know sense, but I searched it. There it go right there. Show y'all the channel down below. Let me show y'all what it look like. Boom. Get a good look at it. Y'all got one? Okay, cool. White stole his son, but he's still forced to pay child support. Let's get into the vid. And we just
Title of today's video: Child support ruined my life. I lost as a millionaire. Content today comes from the tech lead. Alright, I've done a
tech lead. Oh, here goes the video right here. We could just watch his video. But I already started watching this one. Like, what should we do? I shouted him out. I'm gonna go ahead. Cause it's his situation. So it's like, damn, this one weird. I think we should just go ahead and watch him. I think we should just go and watch it because it's his video. You know what I'm saying? He was reacting to his vid, and I'm reacting to his vid. So it's a reaction on top of a reaction to react to his vid. So maybe we should just watch his vid. But still, okay, yeah, that's what we do. Cause I was actually this is what happened. So I was on Young Dinosaur's got reaction page. Shout out him, fought with him. And pretty much seen he react to this, and I was gonna react to the original vid, which is this right here. But it turns out his actual video right here. So son already reacts to his vid. Still, shout out. We just gonna go ahead and watch his vid. Fuck it. Let's just watch his shit. Shout out to Brody. Shout out to Tech Lab. Go subscribe to the channel. Run it up. Get him a secret bag that the government don't know about, and we just gonna get him right. This video came out in April, so it's a older vid. And they say why my wife let me, how our marriage collapsed. Damn, should we? I don't know. Like, should we watch the video while his wife left? Let's just watch the child support. Fuck it.
Lost my child support case. This is going to destroy me. I have to pay like $5,000 per month in child support.
By the way, like I said, shout out him. Go subscribe to the channel. Give him a secret bag on the low that the government won't know about. Let's go cash up it. Anyway,
for the next 15 years or something like that. So my retirement is out of the window now. I was going to retire last week actually, but it seems like I'm back onto YouTube now, churning out these videos. And last week actually, but it seems like I'm back onto YouTube now.
Oh man, this is the type of shit we might just have to watch while his wife left him. I'm gonna watch this vid, right? And if he don't really get, okay, he got a specific vid, but like if he don't, it's debatable because like I'm gonna watch this vid, then if I feel like I got enough info I need, then we good. But if I don't, then I watch that vid. Then after that vid, I'm gonna post that one first. Then I'm gonna post this one. Good, cool. Child support ruined my life. Lost $1 million. So pretty much he say he lost the child support case. Now you gotta pay it for the next 15 years. And you gotta pay $5 a month. Okay, so it's fucked up. 1, 2. He was just about to retire too, man. These motherfuckers don't have no sympathy. Man was finna retire. I don't even see why you gotta pay child. Look at this man. Do he look like he's a bad dad? He don't look like a bad dad at all. He can be one of the best dads out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't see dad beating this man. And he gotta pay. Why is he even paying child support? For what? Let's get into the video. Let him explain.
Churning out these videos, and I wanted to explain for you the child support situation for you. I recently lost my case because you too may find yourself having to pay child support someday, whether intentionally or even unintentionally, as so happens to many sports superstars, and I'll explain for you the calculations here. But before I begin, I want to clarify for you what happened. About 3 years ago, my Japanese wife just one day took our son, 3 years old.
Hold on. My wife left me. How success destroyed us. So he got plenty of videos. I just think he might give us a little quick rundown on what it is. We might don't have to watch the video because then if we watch that, then it's like I gotta watch that. I wouldn't mind, but I don't know. It's like it's already got the good views and shit. This one kind of new still. You know what I'm saying? Them kind of older, and y'all probably already seen this. You know what I'm saying? So,
time and abducted him, taking him off to Japan. And about a year ago, I lost contact with them, and she has been blocking access ever since. So recently, she came after me, hiring an American lawyer, and went after me for child support. And she's still out there in Japan. Now, this is not.
So the bitch got up. I'm calling her a bitch. I don't give a fuck. She's a bitch. So the bitch got up, dipped off, went back to Japan, took the kid with her. He trying to get in contact with the kid. Fuck the bitch, because the bitch is just stupid. She irrelevant. He trying to get in contact with his son. She won't let him. She blocking him more every way. So now it's starting to. Now it's gonna be the narrative. Oh, he ain't even trying to talk to his kid. He not trying to talk to him. He ain't communicating. He don't want to be in this like da. And then it's gonna look all bad, and he's gonna get bashed for it when he was trying to talk to his kid, but she ain't letting him. But now she want child support money. The bitch probably not working. So now if she paying, and it's fucked up because like what? Maybe she. No, fuck it. Why does it always gotta line up with how much money the person making? I don't give a fuck if they're a millionaire. Shit. If they and he said you gotta pay it for 15. 15. Hold on, y'all. I got called real quick. Hold on. Hold it. Okay. So he said he had to pay it for 15 years, right? So if he gotta pay it for 15 years, usually they say you gotta do it to 18. So I'm assuming the kid, let's say the kid's 3. What the fuck does the kid need $5,000 a month for? He's only 3. Mind you, he's 3. That kid is getting more than what motherfuckers get a month from they working their jobs out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even the kid's fault. The kid's probably like 3, like I said. He was about to retire and just go do his thing. Now the bitch left and now she takes him. She probably not even working. You gotta think about it. If the kid gonna get $5K a month, the bitch don't gotta work. She can eat off that. And she most likely want the money so she can't eat off that. Because she not, what can you, who spends $5,000 on a kid? What, you gonna buy him Gucci or something? Oh, man, I feel bad for the man.
A video meant to trash her or anything like that.
Nah,
You know,
fuck that
like
bitch.
I'm just here to try to educate you that value is what I'm trying to provide for you. So this really isn't a personal video. And you know, some people, by the way, are going to say I'm a deadbeat dad.
Yes.
I want to clarify that.
Exactly. It's
You know,
gonna be
my
the
son
narrative
was
that he
the
a deadbeat
most
dad.
important thing to me in my life. He was the one thing I
could
could
tell.
not lose. The most important element
And
in
she
my
won't even
life
let the nigga
that
see
left
him. What
me
was the part?
very much traumatized. And many fathers who end up losing their children do end
Oh, what his thumbnail said?
that left me very much.
Everyone is stupid and poor. As an ex-Google millionaire. Yeah, the bitch broke. She ain't got nothing going for her life, so she like, oh, let me think of a plan. This is what bitches do now. This is the trend. Get it. Well, I'm pretty sure it seen it all night. She probably manipulated the shit out of him to have his kid. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like it was good, and then she decided to change her mind. Like, oh shit, bitch is getting a bag on child support, so we should dip and cut the dad off and make it seem like he ain't doing shit, so we get the bread. Bro, how the fuck does the government? First of all, how the government even know that you're not taking care of the kid? How would they even know that? How would they know? There's no way they thought this guy was a bad dad. He don't look bad. Like, what is he doing? He don't even like you, but cheat on you. He will regret that shit if he was to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not me coming on him or none of that. I'm just saying he don't look bad. He look like he take care of what he needs to.
Much traumatized, and many fathers who end up losing their children do end up unliving, so to speak. And so, really, the fact that I'm even here alive and somewhat productive is a feat in and of itself that requires tremendous emotional willpower. And a lot of people say that I refer to my son in the third person as the child rather than my child. And the reason for that is because it just makes it too personal and emotional for me sometimes to talk about this matter. It's an emotional card rather than me being inhumane for any reason. But really, this is the thing. Whatever you value the most, your spouse will learn your weaknesses, what you treasure, and take that away from you in a bitter divorce when they're angry at you because they want to retaliate against you. You know, if I did not love my son, she probably would see no reason to block access, right? There would be no point in doing that, but because I do, she knows she can use that as leverage against me and to just exact pain upon me. And maybe that's really the post breakup game, right? The other person blames you for having married them for.
And then the government don't give a fuck. They just, hey, fuck it. Oh well, like, bro, that's lame. That's lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just wrong, bro. He gotta pay $5 billion. He was finna retire too. The kid could have been around. He could have been around his kid. Just, you know, really locked in. And now he gotta pay all this money. 15. Okay, 5K times 15. I don't even know how much that would line up to be. Cause if it okay, let's do the math. Let's do the math here. Are we hopping in our math bag? We trying to see how much money this man finna have to pay up. So he a millionaire, right? They gotta pay 5 racks a month. That's what I heard. I don't even know if he said that, but that's what I heard though. So he paying 5,000, right? 5,000, right? Times 12, cause it's 5 times, cause he's 12 months in a year. Okay, five. Hold on, let me do that. 5,000 times 12 equals 60,000 a year. Now put 60,000, right? 60,000 times that by 15 years. Hold on, let's do it how 15. I could be wrong. 900K. That's down to $1 million for a kid. Could be more than that. I probably did the math wrong, but y'all get what I'm going with this. That's a lot of fucking money, bro. $5,000. I mean, 900K.
For having proposed to them because it.
Bro, at this point, should we even have kids anymore? Maybe we should start having kids until everybody get their fucking mind right. No kids until everybody get their mind. No more. Don't do this. I don't recommend nobody having kids. A person be like, should I have a kid with the person? I don't give a fuck. They 35 with no kids and they feel like they ready to go. They in the right, comfortable. They financially stable. Everything good and they ready to go. No kids. No people don't know how to act right.
Turned out that they just wasted their time. You weren't who they thought they would be. You deceived them. You didn't play up to their entire expectations and imaginations of what a wonderful knight you would be. You know, it turns out you're human after all. But let me tell you what happened with child support court. I basically walked into the courtroom and I just lost. I got slaughtered in there. Here's what happened. Quick
Ain't even
pause.
had
This
no
video is
chance.
brought to you by DeFiPro.dev, quite possibly the best online course on decentralized finance. DeFi, probably the most exciting opportunity in modern finance over the past century. If you don't know about it, highly recommend you.
It's just a little sponsor real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this part.
Now turn.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna give me that
Take
ad.
your business to the next level with an online store powered by
It's just a
Shopify.
quick little ad.
Choose from over 70 professional and
I had something I wanted
Like
to say. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, he's still talking about it?
any normal person would, and there's odd. So to start off,
Okay, but oh yeah, I remember what I had to say. Bro, they give women too much power in that courtroom. When it comes to child, they give them too much. To me, child support nowadays it ain't managed right. To me, it's a joke. Nowadays, it feel like it's something that is played out as expired because all the women just want is they just really be wanting the money. And I'm talking about nowadays. It's getting bad now. Every child support case now, everyone just wanted the money. You know what I'm saying? They want the money. They ain't tripping about the kid. They want the money. Why would you take his son out of his life? Bitch, you just wanted some money. You should have just kept it real. You know what I'm saying? It's really fucked up out here. They be giving women too much power in that courtroom, bro. Too much power in that courtroom. This man is a millionaire. What the fuck she doing? Her life? Maybe they should have her be one paying. She probably ain't doing shit anyway. They're giving too
Began
much
by
power. Too
hiring
much
an
power to the
attorney like
women.
any normal
That ain't
person
right.
would, and there's all these
They
paperwork you
taking
have to
advantage of
file. I
that power
ended
that
up
y'all giving
blowing
them, by
through
the way. Taking
$25 to
too much power.
$30,000 of money within just 1 month, and it didn't even
Hold on.
blow
My
in
bad,
an
yo.
attorney like any normal person would. And there's all these paperwork you have to file. I ended up blowing through $25 to $30,000 of money within just 1 month, and it didn't even get me up to the trial. I ended up firing these people because what happens is once you retain them, you have to pay $5,000, $10,000. As soon as you show them your finances, and if you're a higher earner, they say, you know what, we need double the retainer right away, and they just start billing you for everything. If they send an email, 10-word email, it's $40 for that, and they just
And these this is just a little quick. So this ain't even got nothing to do with what he talking about, but well, it do got some like what he talking about right now. But like the whole point of the bid is the point is these so called lawyers they crook. They smart, but they crook. And I say they smart because it's like, damn, I can grow up to be a lawyer, right? But I could be getting niggas cases. But if he got big money, I could be whacking you. I could be trying to get all his good fat amount of bread to take care of his case. Be fucking up his case and everything. These lawyers be crooked, but they don't know shit. Some of these lawyers don't know what the fuck they be talking about. They just be stealing money, taking all their bread. Maybe this should be a whole nother video. Because they be stealing all their bread. They just charge, like he said, they charge you for everything. They probably charge you for a sentence, a line, a word. Nigga, stop worrying about money. Nigga, try to win me this case. Focus, do your job. Help me win this case, bitch. Trying to take all my bread. We can do, fuck all that, nigga. You want about the
bill
wrong
you
thing.
everywhere. If they have a conversation with a colleague about your case, it's another several $100s, even though you didn't ask them to have that conversation.
Exactly.
If
You
you
ain't
have a
asking, they ain't
conference
saying
call
nothing to
and
you, they
two
just
of the
charging you for
attorneys of
shit.
the firm show up, then you get billed at 2x the rate. And the rate is typically $400, $500 per hour. If it's a good attorney, it could be as high as $800 per hour. And you really have to be careful about these attorneys because sometimes the other party can come and ask you to also pay for their attorney fees. So you could be paying 2x the hours. If it's like an $800 attorney for both sides, is as high as $1,600 per hour. And so the legal system, the way it really works is if you and the other spouse cannot work together to figure this out, then they're just going to drain your finances until both of you can figure something out. So in my view, the legal system is not built to try to help you or to find justice, but rather to just drain your money as fast as possible until one of you just say, you know what, we're just going to give up, or we're going to just settle on something because this is too much financial pain for us to take as a family. We just can't afford it. Somebody has to give in at that point. The other thing to note is that mediation is very difficult. I made the back of the envelope calculation of how much I believed my wife would deserve. I doubled that and I said, here, take over $1,000,000. Just take it, be happy, let's just move on with our lives. Very happy people. But the problem is, since she does not know what is the fair amount, any amount that you offer, she's going to say, maybe I deserve more than this. How do I know this is?
Women never be satisfied. This nigga just threw you $1,000,000. Threw you $1,000,000 to say, hey, take it, keep it going. This low-key the same shit as the Batman Kevin shit when he was giving his wife racks every day. Just here, go do something. I don't fucking care. You know what I'm saying? And she just talking about I want more. Like, oh man, some people are wrongfully blessed. That's all I can say. Some people don't deserve the good shit, man. Maybe it's just as a learning lesson to not fuck around with folks, I guess. Let's keep going.
The right amount. Let's get a judge or attorney to actually stamp this. And so it's very difficult to reach any agreement, so you kind of end up being sucked into.
And first of all, listen, how the fuck she had to have some type of money. Like she accepted something. Cause how the fuck did she even get a good lawyer? His lawyer, he's the man. He should have the best of the best. But these lawyers want to be crooks sometimes. Like nigga, just win this nigga this case, man. God damn.
to the whole legal system, whether you like it or not, and all of your funds goes into the attorneys. Oh, and also, the moment lawyers are involved, they tell you not to talk to each other anymore, because they'll take it from here. And that makes reaching any type of agreement even more difficult, because nobody's talking anymore, and the lawyers are going to just rack up the fees as much as they can and continue dragging out that conversation for as long as possible.
Yeah.
In many ways, it makes the
They'll
situation
keep dragging,
even worse. Not to
squeezing all
mention,
the bread.
I don't think a single child abducted to Japan, which is the black hole of child abduction, like so many kids get abducted there, I don't think a single child has ever been returned. So any legal recourse is not even enforceable. So here's how child support works. It's actually pretty simple, only based on a mathematical formula. How much money do you make and how much time you spend with the child. That's it. And it's an entirely different case than, say, divorce and custody. So, it doesn't really matter if the other person abducted the kid to Japan for whatever reason and just
try to
blocked
get
all
custody of the
access.
kid.
None of that really matters, whether it's right or wrong. People just come and say, we don't care what happened. How much money do you make? And then we're going to have you pay a percentage of that.
I can't wait till the kid get older, to the point where it can run away from the mom type shit. So they fuck that bitch.
Are the moments.
People be doing too much, man.
Full time, part time.
Doing way too much.
How many moments can you give?
We gotta watch the ad.
This is Sandra Butler. I paid Sandra $10,000 for finding an ugly house near her hometown.
And so each
Fake
state
Google
is a little bit
commercial.
different, but if you come into the guideline calculator for California, you can actually plug in some numbers, and you'll see that, there's really two things that matter. How much money you make, we can put in, say, $70,000 per month, just as an example, and then the percentage of time that you spend with the child. So, if you spend 0% time, then you end up paying more. If you spend a lot of time, then you pay less. So let's say you spend 0% of the time, earn $70,000 per month. Based on that, you would pay $5,300 per month in child support. Now, if you were to spend 50% of the time with the kid, the calculation would be about $4,000 per month. So parents are actually incentivized to block access, to block as much visitation and take 100% time with the child in order to maximize the amount of money that they would receive.
Fucked up shit,
So
man.
this is an ugly reality, really
Shit
posing a
catch up
conflict
to
of
you,
interest
man.
towards family values,
Shit
and
don't make
explains why many people
She'll
say
regret it.
children are being used as pawns in family court to maximize financial value for one partner or the other. But regardless,
It's fucked
if
up,
you
man.
ever find yourself in a situation like this, I would recommend to stay in the household. Don't just move out thinking you're going to get some peace for everybody and you'll figure it out later on, because the family court is going to maintain whatever that status quo is. If you want to stay with the kids and get some custody, you need to stay with them and just go back to that household, even if there's conflict. If the other person gets mad, starts shouting, telling you to get out of the house, just pull out your phone, record it. Don't touch them and just continue recording, but don't vacate that house. Alright, now here's the thing I wanted to show you about child support. Let's say you make $10,000 per month. That's about $120K income per year, which is maybe typical for Silicon Valley. Based on that, you would be paying about $1,700 in child support, with a total of about $6,800 in take-home pay after the 30-some% tax rate. But really, child support comes out to about 25% of your net pay. In higher tax brackets, maybe it's anywhere from 15 to 20%, but in this range, it's 25%. Now, you need to consider also there's rent, right? Most people actually pay about 50% of their net income in rent, and this is based on those typical rent calculators, whether you're using the 40x rule where your annual income needs to be 40x monthly rent, or you're using the 30% rule where you're saying you can put 30% of your annual income into rent, but it all assumes you're putting about 50% of your after-tax income into rent. Child support will take another 25%, and then the last 25% you get. So really, it's about half to, say, a third of your net disposable income that's going into child support. It's essentially the maximum amount that they can take from you for you to still be half motivated to continue working. And that's the other thing. Once you get a child support order on you, it may be very difficult to retire because people assume you're going to be bringing in this income year after year. And so if you suddenly say you want to just retire and stop working, people are going to say, no, you got to keep working. Why is your income dropping? You're capable of working. Get back to work. You can't just take a break. You have an obligation to continue bringing in this income, whatever it was established at. You can try to lower that, right? But people are going to ask, why are you lowering it? Are you taking a break? You're capable of working. But I think one of the interesting things about this calculation is it's not based on what the child needs. Some celebrities are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars per month in child support.
God damn. Alexander Reyes. $115,000 a month. What the fuck does a child need that? Nigga, I'm 19. Let's say if I was 17, still around the time where you gotta put in. I wouldn't even. I mean, it would be cool. Like, if I'm making my own money, yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making my own shit. But for a child, no, it's not cool at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm 17 and I'm not doing nothing with myself, and it's like this type of shit we get, bro, like, or just a random 17-year-old, like, no, they don't need that. A 17-year-old one need that. A 15-year-old one need that. A 13-year-old, you know what I'm saying? The fuck?
What child actually needs that much money for support is simply based on
Exactly. What child needs that much money for support? Like he just said. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, nigga, even if we was older child, fucking teenagers, young teenagers, what the fuck did they need that for support? That's a house. The fuck?
a percentage of your earning income. And so this can even be an amount sufficient to retire on for some people, right? Like if I'm paying $5,000 per month, that's actually not taxed for the other person. That's equivalent to about 100K annual income. That's what a good job is going to pay you simply for child support. And so this is why a lot of the celebrity sports stars, football players are coached not to just get with random people because they could be taken in for a ride on child support, which will last typically until the child reaches age 18 or so. And I also wanted to note, at least for my situation, it was not sufficient for me to say I have a separate business. I have a separate LLC company for my YouTube stuff, for my other businesses. People just imputed all of that income on me. They didn't separate it. And they even took a look at some of my business expenses, like travel expenses, and they said, you know what, this is all going to be not considered, and they're going to consider that part of income as well. They wouldn't accept that as business expenses. They looked at rent that my business would be paying to my parents, right? Like, I rent space for my parents. They said, you know what, we don't believe it. You're just living with your parents. So even that was not considered a legitimate business expense. So they just imputed a lot of income on me. So the courts can be ruthless. Maybe in my situation, people just said, hey, that's a YouTube channel. That's not a real business. YouTube isn't a real business. Therefore, we're not going to allow any of those business separations or protections. Maybe I didn't hire a good enough lawyer. But in either case, the money has never been important for me. I just wanted to get to a point where my ex-wife would be somewhat appeased and just get to some settlement. Any agreement is fine by me. I'm perfectly happy having a cup of coffee at home playing video games, so it wouldn't change my life one way or another. And for those people who are saying I should get into this huge legal court battle and fight for my rights, I just don't believe that a legal victory is a personal victory. Right, like legally, you can win whatever you want, but if it leaves everybody just bitter and angry, I would not consider that a victory necessarily. And last of all, what is just money after all? And you know what they say, if your only problem is money, then you don't have a problem. But that'll do it for me. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you there. If you like the video, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, man. Let's go do it for the vid, man. His wife is a piece of shit. She wrong for that. She's not being considerate of another human being's feelings and mental and physical health. Well, I'm gonna say mental health really, but she don't care about the nigga fail. She just think that the money is gonna just do her good. It's gonna affect her in the long run. It always does. You're not getting away with it. So, that's all I gotta say. Like, comment, subscribe, catch you on the next video. I'm out, man.